Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope all of you are doing well. So, today I'm going to be reviewing the 2024 version of The Crow. And what can I say about this movie? To me, I thought it was a lot better than I was expecting. Um, I thought the story was really good, but I do feel like there could have been things a little different. I feel like some things were rushed. Um, I like the fact that, we do get a backstory a little bit with Eric and Shelley. We kind of do in the original Crow film, but you don't get a whole lot. Unlike this one, you get more of what their life is like, since they met and things like that. The villain of the film is completely different compared to the original. They kind of created their own story in some way, but pretty much used the same formula from the original film with the mythology behind the crow. And what is it, Danny Huston, who plays the villain in this. I thought he was great, but I feel like the villain was weak. I feel like they could have done more with him, which is unfortunate. And one of the interesting things is you don't have like the characters of like Tintin and T Bird and Skink like that. No, excuse me. You do have some people that work for Danny Huston's character, but that's it. I guess in a way you can say they're kind of, you know, similar in some way. They work for the boss, but other than that, I feel like they could have done a little bit more. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, watching this, one thing I did notice is that there are references in some way to the other four Crow films. That's kind of how I was seeing it when I was watching this. There are things that reminded me of Wicked Prayer, Salvation, and City of Angels, of course, as well as the original. All in all, I think it's just a really fun movie. It's a different adaptation. It's definitely on the gory side, not like the original. And to me, you don't really have to compare it to the original. It's going to be its own version of the film. Yes, I do know that having Eric and Shelley may have not been everyone's cup of tea, and I get that, and they could have done more with that. But nonetheless, I thought it was good. Another thing I forgot to mention is that I feel like a little bit of the story was rushed, especially with Eric and Shelley. I feel like we could have gotten just a little bit more, but you know, it's unfortunate. And another thing I forgot to mention was the fact that we get a little bit more of, you know, Eric kind of being in between, you know, before he returns to right the wrongs. Um, he is not aware of what's going on, and he meets this gentleman that is letting him know about the crow, and that he has a chance to go back. And what I do like is you kind of have Eric, who kind of in some way, you know does something that kind of results in a different um, situation that he has to make. I'm not going to give away too much, but I thought it was pretty interesting. But like I said, I really enjoyed the film, and for those who are not familiar with the story, if you even haven't seen the original, basically, you have Eric Draven and Shelley who, you know, they in better terms they get taken out. She basically gets a video um, that has something that should have not be seen to the public, and Danny Huston's character finds out and basically goes after her. You know, her and Eric, who met at this, I want to say it's like a psychiatric institution, a cross between that and like a prison for troubled individuals. It's not like a juvenile. It's kind of like cross between the two things I mentioned, and then like a military in some way. So that's how they meet. They escape once Shelley realizes the people that she was warned that would come after her start to come after her. So yeah, they both get taken out. He comes back and basically has to right the wrongs that his love is. When your love is so strong, the crow, won't take your soul to the land of the dead. It will send you back so you can right what's wrong. I'm sorry if I'm a little excuse me, sorry if I'm butchering it a little bit, but watch the original and then you can watch this, kind of compare the two. But to me, you really can't compare the two because it is its own film with the Crow mythology. In a way, you can say it's a remake, but at the same time, it tries to be its own film as well, which I do like. And I know the movie got a lot of hate, but there was also people who really enjoyed this movie. So all in all, I really enjoyed it. I thought the dark and grittiness was great. Definitely ties in there with the original being dark and gritty. I do like that, and I do like the fact that they went with that. I do like the fact that they kind of made it its own movie, but also took some elements from the other Crow films. Which, if you guys want me to do like a follow up to this video, like a spoiler free, or not spoiler free, a spoiler follow up to this video, you guys can let me know. But all in all, I really enjoyed the movie. And yeah, very happy to have it in my collection. So there you have it. That is my review for the 2024 Crow adaptation or remake, whatever you want to call it. If you've seen the movie, let me know what your opinion is down in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and definitely share my videos. It helps me out. And whether you comment, you like, you share, you subscribe, and you watch my videos, it helps me out tremendously. But with that being said, I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Till next time, guys, we'll talk films. You guys have a good one. Take care, and I will see you next time.